What's up, YouTube? Mrgoodtrav here. I'm a moonlighter. I work late at night in the shop, doing all kinds of projects for people, not only myself, but whatever I can squeeze in. Here we have a walker mower. I'm going to give you a quick tour of all my projects here. This walker got my favorite V-twin, just like in the old mental case over there. The orange tractor, I've been posting vids on that. Got some subscribers, going to do some more work to it here. Just thought I'd take a minute to show you some of my projects around my shop because some guys were asking. So what I got here is another V-twin. This is a 20 horse Kohler. And common problem on these Kohlers here is the breather tube. Gets a little crack in it at the base. And right there you can kind of see it. Sucks dirt. Ends up scoring the cylinder walls. Then they burn oil. And you'll use oil, and this one has about 800 hours on it. These bottom ends I would say are good for 3,000 hours. So we're not going to do anything to the crank or rod bearings. We're going to hone it and put some new rings in it. Probably put some new seals on the heads, just to make sure, wherever the heads are, they're over here, just to make sure we're not sucking oil through the intake valve seal. The Kohler only has one seal, no seal on the exhaust, just on the intake there. So we'll lap the valves, put some new seals on there, hone it, re-ring it. Hopefully she won't burn oil. That's about your cheapest option to repair one of these. New case seal. And alright, let's look at some of the other projects here, see if I can give you a view of my workbench. The workbench is from about 1940. Some guy built it out of iron. I've gotten it from my dad's shop about 40 years ago. It's probably a 85-year-old workbench, still in action. It's kind of big heavy metal drawers there, pull out, just filled with junk. 40 years of junk from my dad's farm and construction business. So yeah, over here we've got the Power Stroke. In fact, I've been meaning to post a video on the Power Stroke and a project I got going on the diesel that I want to share with everybody, so I'm going to go ahead and make that video next and post that. Let me continue my shop tour. Got the good old wood burner, keeps us warm. Got my little welder here, the Lincoln SP 135. I want to get a bigger one. I want to step up to 220, a Miller. You know, I need some more power here. Got some batteries I'm working on for some tractors. Over here, here's a 72 Chevelle that I'm doing some work to. Had the 350, turbo 350. We took all that out. We just recently painted the fender wells, the frame and all that. Notched and welded the cross member to clear our big block oil pan. Got a 454. Yep, and a turbo 400. Got some fun over here. I like these, the mufflers. Here's our mufflers. We like things loud around here. That's it. On a 454, 3-inch, 12-inch long glass pack. It's going to be loud as heck, but it'll be cool. You don't drive that car very often. You might as well make a statement when you do. So yeah, this is kind of the back wall of the shop here. Got my welding bench. Fortunately, this is dirt country. Half my shop's dirt, half of it's concrete. So over there, I call that's the valuable real estate. That's where I try and do the engines and whatnot. Got the A-frame. Boy, any of you own a engine stand, one of those foldable engine pullers, I would sell that for scrap and go spend some money on an A-frame. This is the way to go. The chain fall, the A-frame, the engine leveler. You're never going to drop an engine. You're never going to... I've picked entire vehicles off the ground to do springs, rear ends. I mean, Harbor Freight, $698 out the door. Grab a chain fall for another $100, and the load leveler for $40. And man, it pays for itself. That's a good one. I got another truck lined up, a 6.5 turbo diesel. That's next in line after the Chevelle gets out of here. Spun a main bearing on the turbo diesel. So we're just late nights and weekends here. We're not a full-time shop. We're just having fun. Some leftover oil, gear oils. Buy some in bulk, save a little money. Okay, and then we got mental case. I gotta get back on mental case and make another video. Hooked up the rototiller. Trying to get the, I was out running good and then it just stopped running. Wouldn't move. Turned out I put hydraulic fluid in the hydrostat. They say once it heats up, you'll lose momentum, and I think that's what happened. So I got to change it to 1540 in the hydrostat and drive system. So we're going to try that and see if we can get her going again. Rebuild the carb. We got a 25 horse Kohler V-twin in this girl. She runs hot too. In fact, I just picked up another Kohler V-twin the other day. This one has a shaft extension out both ends, and I've always wanted to build one and put a harmonic balancer on one end, and I think that would really help with higher end RPM. But maybe that'll be the next project for mental case. I got some other things, little plate tamper, carburetor. We've got some 30-inch Toros. We did some tune-ups on for a friend that has a landscape company, good Honda commercial. These are good mowers, these Hondas. If you ever want a good one, buy the Honda. Alright YouTube, thanks a lot. Thanks for the shop tour, and I'll post some more videos.